आज ही डाउटनेट ऐप डाउनलोड करें। डाउटनेट पर होगा अब आपके सभी मैथ्स, केमिस्ट्री, फिजिक्स और बायोलॉजी डाउट्स का सफाया। बस अपने क्वेश्चन की फोटो खींचो, उसे क्रॉप करो और तुरंत वीडियो सोल्यूशन पाओ। डाउनलोड नाउ।
Hello everyone, so the question is, if the eccentricity of the hyperbola x square minus y square secant square alpha is equal to 5 is root 3 times the eccentricity of the ellipse, which is x square secant square alpha plus y square is equal to 25, then we have to find the value of alpha. We have to calculate the answer and then take which of the following option is correct. We are given with 4 options. So firstly, I am given the equation of ellipse, that is x square secant square alpha plus y square upon 25. So I am writing this secant square alpha in cos square alpha form, and I am dividing the whole by 25. So I get x square upon 25 cos square alpha plus y square upon 25 is equal to 1. So this is basically a square and this is b square. So we know that eccentricity of ellipse is equal to 1 minus a square upon b square. Substituting the values, I get 1 minus 25 cos square alpha upon 25 is equal to, now 25 cancels with 25, and this is the formula for eccentricity square. So we get eccentricity square is equal to 1 minus cos square alpha. According to identity, sin square alpha plus cos square alpha is equal to 1. We get 1 minus cos square alpha is equal to sin square alpha. Now this was for the ellipse. Now let's consider the case of the hyperbola. So the equation for the hyperbola is given to us as, it is given to us in the question as x square minus y square secant square alpha, x square minus y square secant square alpha is equal to 5. So write it in the cos form and dividing whole of the equation by 5, I get x square upon 5 minus y square upon 5 cos square alpha is equal to 1. What is the eccentricity in case of hyperbola? It's 1 eccentricity square is equal to 1 plus b square upon a square, so it becomes 1 plus 5 cos square alpha upon 5. 5 cancels with this 5, we get 1 plus cos square alpha. So the square of eccentricity in case of hyperbola is 1 plus cos square alpha. Now according to the question, eccentricity of hyperbola is root 3 times eccentricity of ellipse. So squaring both sides, I get square of eccentricity of hyperbola is equal to 3 times square of eccentricity of ellipse. Now substituting the values, I get 1 plus cos square alpha is equal to 3 sin square alpha. So now we know that. Now I can write this cos square alpha as 1 minus sin square alpha. It is one and the same thing. So this is equal to 3 sin square alpha. Solving it, I get 2 minus sin square alpha is equal to 3 sin square alpha. Solving it further, I get 2 is equal to 4 sin square alpha, which implies sin square alpha is equal to 1 by 2. So it implies that alpha sin of alpha is equal to 1 upon root 2, and this is only true if alpha is equal to pi by 4. So alpha is equal to pi by 4. Let's see which of the following option is the correct option. So pi by 4, option B is the correct option. So I hope it is clear. Thank you.
क्लास 6 से 12 से लेके नीट, IIT JEE मेंस और एडवांस के लेवल तक 10 मिलियन से ज्यादा स्टूडेंट्स का भरोसा। आज ही डाउनलोड करें डाउटनेट ऐप या व्हाट्सएप कीजिए अपने डाउट्स 8400 400 400 पर।